Hello and welcome to a little bit of hopefully map making with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB. You're very welcome. Well, we have had some technical problems with streams, and of course if you've been following me here and there and everywhere, you'll know that of course the streams have absolutely been nerfing my channel, but stuff it is what I say to that, because I enjoy a good live stream, but my stream software is definitely not working right, not properly at all, and so it's it's not ideal. It's not an ideal situation to be live streaming when things are not working. So I will get to the bottom of it, but I've got it working well enough to be able to do some stuff. Now, since you last saw me, I haven't done an awful huge amount of work on here. I toyed with the idea of using resources to mark out the roads. I'm not really sure how well that is working. All the roads are marked out now with ore. That is the most striking. I don't really think it makes enough of a difference to be that concerned with. We may remove all of that at some point, but yes, I'm going to do some more marking of the roads with some variant trees. This works for me. This stands out. That works for me. What more were we doing? We were last time we were down in this area over here. I'm thinking we're just going to add a little bit more detail into this area, and then we'll work on the trees. So there we go. I'm going to throw some benches down. Bench. That's high level bench. Why not high level benches? This is a high level area. Seems absolutely ideal for me. I'm not going to go uber crazy on detailing here at all. It's just a few bits and bobs here and there, just to elevate a section, just a fraction. And that's the plan. So yeah, you could say, well, you could do some waste bins down here, BonBon. I could. I'm not going to that extent. Just a few benches, and then the city builder can remove them or put down their own bins. Those are my thoughts on that one. Now, of course, with the streaming software being a little bit dodgy at the moment, I'm having to keep a careful eye to see whether the stream dies. Normally the stream software will tell me if the stream has died, but yeah, we don't have that at the moment. And so what can I do? What can I do? So I have some ideas. I have some ideas for the detailing here. Problem is, I don't want to absolutely bomb on the prop count. I see our first comment. Ooh, who be there? Who be there is the question. It's Gerard. Hi, Gerard. It's working in as much as I'm live. Is it working in as much as I can press buttons and do things? The answer is actually no. We're in a bit of a funny situation with the stream software at the moment. So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I will get to the bottom of it. But at the moment, I can't even see. I can't even see the chat now. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Has the stream crashed? This would be everything. This would be absolutely. Oh, well, there you go. That explains everything. Looks like Windows has been doing a Windows update while I've been trying to stream, which is just perfect. Just perfect. Have you completely gone? Let me try refreshing the stream there. Am I live? I don't know. I seem to be. It's still working for you, but yes, I've just got the little Windows update thing pop up in the bottom right of my screen telling me you've got an update. Oh, great. Absolutely brilliant. Well, maybe things will work fine after I've had the update, but just what I needed. But it's good to know I'm still live. Yes, be nice to be able to just opt in when you want the updates. Be notified that there is an update, and just not have it so that everything stops working because you haven't got the update. I mean, that happens so often. It's really, really frustrating. Right, so anyway, we've got put a few benches along here. I'm thinking now, when we come back to the tree area down here, the trees, we've got the bulk trees down. So you know, the two styles of tree I'm using down this part of the area here, that's all been done. So now when we come down, it's just adding like some fade and some detail trees, so bushes, grasses, that kind of stuff, just to elevate the area. It's a little two-dimensional. The tree dimensional. It's tree-dimensional. I didn't mean to say that, but it's the way I'm going. So yeah, yes, it's tree-dimensional. Help. But no, it's very two-dimensional tree detailing. It's okay. It's okay. I don't hate it. But yeah, we do have some density. We do have some fade. We do have a slight mix, starting with the conifers along the cliff edges, running down into the more temperate trees as we get into the grasslands. So it kind of works. And we've got good coverage. We're nowhere near a tree limit. I am more worried about a prop limit because I have got an idea. Let's have a little look-see at my limits. Let's get rid of that. Limits. Because obviously, even something like, you know, you go, well, we've got like prop limit is 50,000, right? I'm only at 8. But what I've got in mind, I say only 8, what I've got in mind will use a good few props. I think it's going to be very nice if it works. Well, it will work, but I don't know whether it's going to justify the amount of props I'm going to need to do it. Let's go back to the tree painting. Let's go back to the not the field painting, but these areas, because the roads, etc., they just feel a little bit meh. Now, yes, I have used resources to paint the roads. I don't think the resources have really worked. I am going to, I think, grab a tree from here using Move It. That one. I don't know if that's going to work either, is it? Oh, I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. I like this idea. Oh my God, do I want a footpath? I don't want a footpath, but it might be. Let me just see, because I don't see that the tree painting's going to work in the way that I want it to. We can do little patch here and a little patch there to fill the gaps, but these just feel odd to me the way that they are at the moment. I do want to like mix up the trees a bit here and there, but let me just try the footpath technique. I think that is the way to go. So let's go path. Who random's here. Hi random. Build a map with someone else making a map in the background. Tree dimensional. Yes, it was not intended, Gerard. I would love to take credit. Well, I can take credit because it was me that said it, but honestly it was just a slip of the tongue. Right, let me see what happens if we do that and this and this. We're going to want a little curve on there, aren't we? But that's fine. That is fine. You haven't done much work in the last couple of days because Cities Skylines 2 o'clock is quite edit heavy. It doesn't look it. I know it's there are many videos out there with a lot more. Hang on, let's switch that. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of videos out there with a lot more editing than I do on that, but it's a little bit heavier than you'd imagine. So that is quite involving. I might upgrade these to concrete. I might upgrade these. If we just do this one section, right? If we update them to concrete, because the concrete ones have these street lights on, don't they? And if they have the street lights on, that'll make it pop a little bit at night too. I might like that. Right, let's have a little look at. We'll go with the. That didn't work. Try that again. There we go. I did choose it, but you've chosen not to accept it. And right, so I think that works better already. I'm going to try the upgrade though, see what happens with as it's free. As it's free, why wouldn't we? Why would we not? These do have the lights on them. I might just roll with this, you know. I might just roll with this. And they probably look really, really pretty. Pretty. It looks so pretty at night, even though there's no power getting to them. Come on. Pip, 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 pip. Pip, pop. Right, how is that? I think if we do a little bit of small clusters here and there just to break up the lines, I think that will work. What have we got there? You have to leave now. Just glad to see. Just about live. Just about hanging in there. Yeah, bye. Have a good one, Gerard. And thanks for all the work you've been doing. Thanks for all of the work you've been doing. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this. I think we're going to go with this. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Right. All the way down to here and back up to there. Let's have a look under here. Nothing disastrous has happened. And now we'll do from here all the way down to here and then up to there, then all the way up to here, probably a bit further, about there maybe, all the way down. Oh, come on. Space already occupied. That's easily fixed. I know what you're trying to do back there, game, and you're failing. And then that comes all the way back up to here, and then this comes all the way up to here, and then that comes all the way up. Ooh, how am I going to do this? I don't know, actually. I think we've got to do it around the outside. I think we have to. The temptation is to do it up the inside, though. I think that is where it needs to go, isn't it? Up the inside. I'm going to go up the inside. apart from, of course, the slight problem. The slight problem. We can fix it. Brings this down to here. There we are. What problem? There was no problem. And you come with me to... Oh, but there you can't join up because the trees are in the way. Oh no. It's fine. We'll delete something or just ignore something. Do you know what? We will delete them. We'll delete the hangover trees. We will delete them. That's what we'll do. Bring them down to there. Ouch. Ouch. It'll be fine. I promise you it'll be fine. We're not going to deal with it now though. Right. Bulldozer. You and you and you. Yep. This is already feeling better. This is already oh, don't know about this though. This was not planned for this, as this would require this to happen, and it just feels weird. No, 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 just no. Okay, how many no's? Thrice no. Thrice no. Do we make the middle smaller? We might make the middle smaller. Let's come and finish the bits we can finish, yeah? I think we're going to end up making the middle smaller. Just a little bit. Not a lot of it. Just a little bit. Brings us up to here. I see a chat. I will come and respond to said chat in a moment. Don't think I'm ignoring you. I am aware you were there. So my stream software is being very temperamental, so I'm not able to actually see what's going on quite as well as I would like to be. Let's have a look. Poetry. Hi, Poetry. I'm really curious how CS2 is going to go. Change is always a scary thing people should fear. What if the world ends? What if the world ends? Desarth, how was my day? A little bit emotional. This is 1 year to the day since BonBonB died, you know, and so I mean I'm okay. It's just one of those, you know, just first anniversaries are always you know, I don't know, different, I guess. Getting your head around things, and should I do something? Should I commemorate it? I'm probably going to do a Facebook post. I should do it. I haven't done one yet, but I haven't got the words to share. If the thing is, if I make a post, it's, hey, look at me, I'm grieving my mother, and unless I've got something to say, yeah, if it's just your standard post, which is like, hey mum, missing you, but she's not reading it, you're not speaking to mum, and I talk to mum all the time, so it's not like I need to use Facebook to talk to mum. It would be nice if I'd been organised and got something prepared, like a nice photo montage or something, but I haven't done anything like that, so it's not like I need to make a post to go, hey listen, do you remember my mum? Here she is. It's been a year now, but I haven't got anything like that to say. So I'll probably do one tomorrow, so it's not quite so on the nose, you know. But yeah, for me, it's been a slightly emotional day. Like I say, I lost a friend earlier this week as well. They were gone way too young, only like 36, I think they were. Way too young. And so it's been a hearty week with that sort of thing going on. But yeah, but other than that, I mean, I've had today's been okay, right? I've got nothing to complain about today. Everything was as was. There was nothing major to deal with. It wasn't super busy. It wasn't ridiculously quiet. Everything that needed to be was, and everything that didn't want to be didn't happen. It was just an okay day, you know. And I am now aligning these tree lines because I just am not liking. I was hoping that the resources were gonna make a stronger difference to the roads, as I've used resources along here to highlight the roads, and it haven't really made any real noticeable difference. So the trees are still looking a bit meh along here, and again I will add to the trees by a few clusters here and there, but these for marking out, like, for effectively field boundaries for city what's it called, city planning, except for they're not field boundaries because obviously they're fake roads. That's my thought process anyway. It's but marking these, lining these with footpaths, I think is doing the job. I think. So anyway, let's draw a thing there and a thing. I'll take that a bit further. Don't want it too symmetrical. And again, one to here. Another one all the way down to here. To there. Yeah, I can't believe it's a year. It has just gone. It's just flown by. Still haven't done half the things I said I was gonna do in terms of, not to say commemorating, but sort of like putting, like, or going through a memories box. I still haven't gone through a memory box. It's mostly like Christmas cards, birthday cards, probably, I don't know, might be a love letter or two in there or something, you know. I haven't gone through that yet, and it's not laziness, it's just that I haven't felt the right moment for it. But anyway, there we are. That's, I think, that done. What we got there? Where are the roads? They not for me to build. This is field painting, right? But in the city centre, because there are no fields. There is also no spoon. You knew that, didn't you? You knew that was coming. So yeah, this is just to hopefully inspire the city builder. It's perfectly acceptable to want to delete every last bit of work I'm doing here. But yes, it's city centre detailing. This is what this is. City centre detailing. I think we'll just block the whole lot. Like so. Probably going to need to curve the road a little bit here, because I decided to put a curve in down here by the railway station, or the, here's a suggestion for a railway station. Might move a couple of trees. I might not. Don't like that one. Let's make that shallower. That'll do. And then, oh, didn't really plan on that. Yeah, so these streams have been kind of nerfing the channel. I was just talking on Patreon about it in one of the comments there. The channel has been losing subscribers at a steady rate. I haven't had the stream for a couple of days, and I've actually seen growth in the last 2 days. But since, I mean, the first 4 or 5 days of doing this map build, I was still showing slow growth. And since then, with the exception of the day after the forestry with the Masters tutorial, where I saw, I think, about 4 or 6 new subscribers. It's not a huge amount, but it was a plus. And then the day of the 81 collaboration video, the first one, I saw, and it was about 12 or 15, somewhere around there. Again, not a huge number, but it was still a plus. Every other day, I've seen a loss. And while I'm not that bothered by the numbers, because basically these are people that I probably don't want as subscribers anyway, because they're not interested, you know, but it's still a headline number. And people go, oh, yeah, you've lost 500 subscribers. Why? I haven't lost 500, but it's a few hundred now. And it's, yeah. And it's because of the streams. People don't want the streams. But I'm going to continue with the streams on this until the map is finished. Or until the software doesn't let me. Right? Because it's being very temperamental. I haven't got half of the systems that I'd like to be using in terms of my button pressing and all that sort of stuff. Certainly haven't got any sound effects, which is like a bit annoying, but there we go. But yeah, I'd like to have that set up properly. But there's definitely a Windows update, and maybe after the Windows update everything will work fine. Maybe. I'll catch up with the chat in a second. I'm just completely engrossed in these paths. Now I know there's a thought, why don't you just put the roads down? You know? But I want to do something a bit different. Yeah, everybody puts the roads down or doesn't put the road down, or use field painting to do the job that I'm doing here. So again, you know me, I'm a risk taker. I'll do something that's never been done before. And on this occasion, it's this. And then on the next occasion, it'll be something different. Or maybe there won't be. The plans for the channel. You might be interested in the plans for the channel. I don't have any. No, I do. I do. Cities Skylines 2 is coming along very soon. The week that Cities Skylines 2 comes out, I am closing my business and doing a week of what will be streaming, because I need to learn the game. If I'm going to do proper tutorials on the channel, I need to know the game pretty well. So I imagine I'm going to be streaming for, 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day. I don't know, for a week, learning everything. It will include looking into the editors, obviously, at some point. But my main purpose will be to actually play Cities Skylines 2. Learn it. Just get my head around it. Get the mechanics. Work out what does what. What's the best way of doing this? What's the best way of doing that? And then, because the thing is, at the moment, there are a lot of streamers out there who've got more experience than me, that in my greedy, selfish, but humble opinion, some of them absolutely, yeah, some of them absolutely deserve it. Some of them, I mean Potato McWhiskey. I love Potato McWhiskey. He is an absolute god to me. I play Civ 6 a fair amount. He is the Biffer of Civ 6, right? He's the Biffer of. He'll do meme games. He knows the game backwards. He's just an exceptional talent and a really good content creator. Really good. And so, yeah, he's got more experience than me. But what has he ever brought to City Skylines? What has he ever done for the community? And the answer is not much, if anything, really. What have I done? I've done a lot. Now, I know I've upset a few people over the years as well. I'm sorry about that. But in terms of what have I done, I've done a lot. Was it 5.5 years of the chart show every Saturday morning? Rain or shine, Christmas Day, Easter, summer holidays, COVID, if I'm sick, if I'm well, the week that my mother passed. Just, yeah, and I know I wasn't able to voice that particular episode, but I still made it. I've done so much, and yet all these streamers have an advantage over me. And then you get $2 and all these other greats who I'm not quibbling over $2.20. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not cry. I'm not crying over any of it. But what I'm saying is these guys have got a head start, and I need to catch up. And the best way of doing that will be to say, yep, the week the game comes out, I am 100% focused on learning the game, and I'll do it on stream, and maybe I'll lose some subscribers because I'll be streaming again, and you know, people are funny, you know, some of them, especially you know who I'm talking about here. But yeah, so that's the plan for Skylines 2. I will be live, I will be streaming, assuming the software lets me. And that's the plan from the off. Now, all things being well, it'll mean that I'm going to be able to make a whole bunch of tutorials. However, I think there's room for a bunch of tutorials already. We've got a fair amount of footage of the basic mechanics. I reckon I can do some pre-release tutorials. So that's exactly what I'm going to plan to try and do. I am going to try and get a whole bunch of tutorials done. Short ones, nothing deep, and basically nothing that you're going to get any benefit from. But content is content, and getting it up onto the workshop, not on the workshop, getting it up onto YouTube is going to benefit my channel. So that's my plan. How do I do that? Might have to move this tree. You are moving. You're there. And you're all good. Right, so have I done? So that's the thoughts. Obviously the 81 player collaboration. There's going to be an update tomorrow. I haven't finished editing the video yet, but it is almost good to go. So the collaboration, sorry, the 81 collaboration, there'll be a video tomorrow for that. That leaves us with the highway, where I'm going to do the trees here, the footpath here as well. Yeah, so that's the plan. That's the current plan. 81 player collaboration. Finish making this map. start making some tutorials. The tutorials that are outstanding for Cities Skylines 1, specifically the complete guide to map making. I've looked at the views. I've looked at the growth as well. Even now, episode 1 is showing a moderate amount of views every day, which is good. I've no complaints there. Some of those viewers are then going on to watch episode 2. Not a large quantity, but some of them. And then some of the people watching episode 2 are then going on and watching episode 3. But now the numbers are getting low. And then some of the people watching episode 3 are going on to watch episode 4. But you are now talking really, really low quantities. Now, I know how long these take to make. And I think episodes, where are we, 4? I think it was about 7 hours. Now, that episode hasn't even reached 500 views. I could make even more of these. Do I want to stop about here? Do I want to stop about here? I think probably a little bit before. How about we take that, we bring it out a little bit, we put a little bend into it. Voila. So yeah, I think the complete guide to map making will be the incomplete guide to map making, just because the number of hours to produce one episode are so huge, and the viewership for these later episodes it's just dropping off big time. It's fairly standard actually. Every single multi-part thing that I do, like if I'm doing a city build like BonBon Island, when I was doing the BonBon Island city build, it was doing okay. Episode 1 was pretty solid, not amazing but pretty solid. Episode 2 was okay, and then by episodes 3 and 4 it was just the same group of people that watch everything that I make, which is I'm thankful for, but is it enough to justify sitting down for 7 hours? And if I'm just doing it for creative needs, then yeah, but I'd rather produce something that is going to generate a little bit of revenue, given that times are really, really hard, and that means producing something that more than just 300 or 400 regulars want to watch. 300 or 400 regulars, I mean, you're great guys, I love you all, but I want to hit 3,000 or 4,000 or 30,000 or 40,000. I mean, look at this old gamer's last video. I mean, I want to be doing those every single video, and I'm getting nowhere near it. So I've got to find a way of pushing the channel to the next level, and basically the whole Cities Skylines 2 opportunity, I think is the last chance to do that. If I don't get a major kickstart around October, then it's not going to happen, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I still enjoy it. It's not that I don't enjoy it, I do enjoy it, but I'm gonna have to be a little bit more canny with my time, and not just sit and, like with race day, I mean the amount of hours that went into race day, and it didn't get the views, so why the effort, you know? Right, I think we're going to have a look at this with the lights off in a second, just because. Let's have a look at the chat. I've let that slip for a few minutes. K8 SimCity. Oh, thanks for that. I'm guessing that was about the anniversary of my mum. Yeah, I'm guessing. Thanks to Zarf. Yeah, it's all good. The idea of fascism is to remove our memory of the past, force us to focus on the future constantly, so we never forget, so we never feel guilty. Ah, is that the idea of fascism? I have no idea. Sometimes it helps to stress myself to the point I don't think of anything from the past. Do you know what? I like keeping my head busy. I've got a lot of things buzzing around in my head all the time, and keeping my head busy, talking, map making, running YouTube, stops me from dwelling. You lose sense of who you are doing that, and most people often don't take kindly to that mindset. They can't understand a life in which fear is a serious motivator. If you work on getting your way into politics, you can make oh no 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 no. I am too cynical to go into politics, and I am not diplomatic enough. You know, I'm not the right mindset. Somebody did suggest I could become a Samaritan. Do you have Samaritans around the world? In the UK, it's a charity where if you're feeling down, I was going to redo this, wasn't I? I was going to bring the roads in. Right, yeah, if you're feeling down, depressed, suicidal or whatever, you could go and talk to them and they'll help you. And I think it is something I could do. There's a lot of people have come to me with problems because I'm a good advice giver, apparently. But unfortunately for me, it's not really a vocation. It's volunteers who do it, and yeah, I need a vocation. If I was to do becoming a Samaritan, something would have to give, and that something would have to be YouTube. And I don't want to do that. I don't. So yeah, but politics, I don't have a political leaning. I guess if anything, I'm slightly left of centre, but it's only slightly left of centre. And I've described this before on this channel, but I'll say it again. The political system we've got in the UK is the first past the post system. Basically, effectively it's two parties. There are more than two parties, but effectively it's two parties. And because what you have for the two parties is they kind of take it in turns. Like, one is in charge until they make such a huge mess of things that the other one takes over. And that's what's going to be happening. The next election, the Conservative Party have been in charge now for a good number of years. It's gotten very messy, right? It's gotten very, very messy indeed. So they're likely to lose the next election. I mean, it's not guaranteed because it is democracy, but they're likely to lose the next election. If they do, then the other people will come in and they will start tidying up the mess of the previous people. And my housemaid system basically is shut up, Mr. Motorbike, is effectively just saying, yeah, I would let one party run it for X number of years and then let the other party come in and run it. I wouldn't even bother having an election. If everything's going fine, let them do another 5 years. If everything's becoming a mess, put the other people in just to tidy up the mess and then switch it back again. But yeah, it doesn't work that. The democracy doesn't work that way, but it's effectively how it works, I think, sort of. Shall we have a look at this with the lights off? I reckon. Sorry, I've got a bit of dust in my eye there. Right, okay, let's have a little look. Day night control. Ooh, now, isn't that pretty? That will sell it on the workshop, won't it? That will sell it on the workshop. If only it looks so good in the daylight. If only it looks so good in the daylight. Right, where were we? So we're going to do a little bit more tree work at some point. Actually, now that we've got the footpaths, that makes a bit more sense. We can separate the trees from the... What's that? Oh, I was tinkering. I was tinkering. Yeah. I was just tinkering. Ignore me. I was tinkering. Right, so trees is I think we're going to go back to live oak. It's a solid, safe, secure tree that we can use in small clusters along the inner edge there. So how about something like this? Could we be having a... Do you know what we could actually? Something like that, and then a few immediately afterwards. So there. Clickety 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 click 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 click. You can never click too many times, can you? Or maybe you can. Yep, that's not bad at all. I think we'll even go with a tree line. Let's grab one of them. This is the quickest way, I think, of going into tree line mode. Come on. A little spinny wheel of doom. You can do it. Well done. Very impressed. Very impressed. Right. Are we on straight line mode? We are on straight line mode. They're too close together. Maybe 20 meters. It'd be easy if I come backwards. I think it might be. Yeah, that's all right, I think. I'll come back out of there. I'll catch up with the chat in a moment. And we'll do this again with move it. Let's do a little patch in the middle here. What do we think? Oh, I'm going to move that. Thank goodness for move it. There we are. This is going to be okay. This is going to be okay, guys. Guys and gals, we know it's going to be okay. That moved because it wasn't a move it selection. And I think here, again, I'm going to use the terrain here to help give me a natural kind of shape. But I'm thinking about rotating that to face or point into the cornerly. I don't know if I like that either. I don't know if I like any of that I've just done. Perhaps we just bring it down, join it up with this. That might be enough in there, you know. That might be enough in there. Well, okay. I don't know. I wish I did. Where are we? Sorry, Right, you work on getting your way into politics. I read that one. Samaritans' religion. They had me confused for a bit. Is a different sort of charity. Oh, I'm with you. Very confusing. Yeah. I mean, obviously, different places. Whatever. No, it's a. I'm guessing a lot of the people that work for the Samaritans probably do have like a Christian upbringing, that kind of thing. If you're going to give up your time for free and help people, that does kind of smell of. But you don't have to be. It's not a religious organisation. When you go and talk to them, or if you phone them up and ask for help and guidance, they don't say, have you considered talking to God? They don't say anything like that. They are just there to help you. It's nice. It kind of reminds me of a microchip. It would also look nice with lights of a different colour. Look, shush. With the trees it looks better. I agree indeed. The trees are helping now. Yeah, I think those footpaths are gonna just elevate it just a little bit. All right, let's do some. I'm gonna do some matching in here. What sort of shape? It's gonna be similar. We're gonna fill the corner, but I don't think we're gonna fill it quite so deep this way. If we extend it down towards the corner that way, would be. I'll push that one up a little bit, just so it's not exact there. And then maybe a few on the inside of this corner here. And then maybe carrying that line on. Here. You know, I want to be careful not to overdo this. It'd be very, very easy to overdo this. Tunnel entrance, though. Tunnel entrance can be. I think we can go for a little flourish around here. Make that edge and the end as straight as a hand-drawn line can be, though. Probably actually going to remove a few. There we are. Still got a straight edge, but it's now a little bit more organic. We'll do the same over this side, I think. But yeah, I think let's just keep working on this concept. I'm very happy if it's not working to remove it and do it all over again from scratch. Ideally I don't want to. This is actually a deliberate effort to do something good. But because I've never done anything like this before, I don't know for certain is going to be productive. Whew. How about something like that? Feels overdone. It feels overdone. Just a little bit. Tell you what, for starters, I'll tell you what is definitely wrong. This is definitely wrong. Yep. And I'm thinking trim that up. Trim this up. Better. Better, better, better. So it's still a bit clunky. I'll leave that one as it is. That's better. The straighter edges work better for an urban area. That is better. Don't want to be too straight though, because then it becomes too deliberate, doesn't it? This area here though, first of all, other than other than that path being so far away from the trees, we can fix that. Says he. First of all, we're going to need to bring it in a little bit. How's that? That's okay, isn't it? That's alright. That's okay. This is alright. That's good. It was just that one section. I'm thinking that second line of trees, but second line of trees a bit further back. That looks clunky. That I'm going to bring out a little bit, and this I'm going to bring out a little bit, and that set the trees. Let's move you into the center of that. You can go. You can push back a bit, and then these two. So I'm going to leave you two there. I think I'm going to leave them there. Right, so I think we'll go with the generic pine. Hello, generic pine. Thank you. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to bring you over to here. That roundabout looks dreadful. It looks so bad. It'll be okay. I'll work it. I'll work it in a second. Don't worry. I'm going to do it. I am going to do it in a second. Right. 22 meters. What do we think? I said further back. So about this kind of distance. This is definitely better. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that hand-drawn roundabout is not holding up, is it? It's really not. You can go there. You can go there. You can go here. And then you can go there. That feels better. Almost hides the problem with the roundabout, if I'm honest. Almost, if not quite. Right, I need a road. Give me a road. Any old road. Come on. Thank you. Wigsum ba ba bum ba li biddy boo. Billy burr, billy burr, 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 burr. Standard. Why can I not find? Hang on. Can we just get rid of that? That is not working for me at all. Road. Small roads. That's the one. Let us do straight roads. Yeah. Hang on, we don't have any snapping on here, do we? Well, even that's gone wonky. I seem to be losing the ability to function here. We'll try that again. We'll try that again. Right, we'll do one that way. We'll do one this way. How is it? I've just switched anarchy off. I've just switched anarchy off. And it's still... There we go. And now, around, and around. Now, let's grab this roundabout. Thank you. Let's grab it. Slap it in the middle of there. And we'll play with those paths so as to be more pleasing. It's not too bad. Right, that's better. This, you're coming out. You're going to have to go there. You're coming back here. You're going in. And then you're coming out. You're coming out. Not quite. Better. Now, bulldozer. Go, 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 go. That's much better. Much, much better. I am going to move you up. I'm going to move you in a little bit as well. That's much better. I'm very proud of you, BonBon. Oh, thank you. We need to make sentient trees. I wish to speak to them and have tree babies. Poetry, have you been smoking? Have you been smoking? You have, haven't you? And you've moved on from the tobacco. That little pouch I sent you. You've gone to your special dealer and bought your own tobacco pouch. I know what's going on with you over there. You're a bad boy. You're a very bad boy. Everyone to their own. I'm just saying. I will not condone such frivolous behaviour. You bad boy. Just because I never have doesn't mean I don't stop anybody else from doing that kind of stuff, right? It's fine. I'll let you do it. You can do it. It's fine. Yeah. Did I mention that about the drug dealer came into my workplace the other day? I don't know, it was a drug dealer, but he was, right? Or do I smoke? He said. He just wouldn't believe me when I said, well, I've never had a drag of anything in my life. And I'm not likely to start now. You know, if you want to smoke tobacco or anything else, you smoke tobacco or anything else. It's fine. I will very happily let you. I don't really want to be in the room because I'll end up absolutely honking of the... It's a horrible smell. It's a horrible, horrible smell. But, you know, if it helps you, like, forget about what's going on in your life, you do what you need to do, my friends. That's what I say. And I will. I have my own techniques to cope with these things. Mostly YouTube. Oh man, yes. I blot it all out by doing streams. And it mostly works. Mostly. Alright, we'll do that. I'm going to move that tree from the corner in the moment. It doesn't feel right there. Hang on, can we do this backwards? We probably can. You to there. You to here. And you to there. Except for those ones. These ones. Say bye-bye. And these ones. Say bye-bye. Yep. Starting to feel a bit more. I'll do the same along here, I think. With the seafront road being lined. Oh, excuse me. Did you catch up, game? You did. So you're telling me you don't want to stick your chicken into a tree? Oh, I don't really want to stick my chicken into a tree. If I had a chicken, and one of my few claims to fame, not claims to fame, party tricks, that's the same as a claim to fame, only frame. It's the same as a claim to fame, only nothing at all like a claim to fame. One of my party tricks is, and it won't work so well on YouTube. Well, it could work well on YouTube, but it would need a camera, and I'm not doing it. I'm not setting up a camera just so that you can go, oh, I see what you mean. But I can make the sound of a chicken stuck in my throat without moving my lips. It's an absolute marvel. I've only met one other person who can do it in my entire life. It's not really something that people would brag about, to be fair. But I met one other, there was a kid who could do it. He went, oh, I could do that. And he could, but you could barely hear him. Well, mine is loud and proud. So, as best I know, I'm the loudest person in the world at doing a chicken stuck in your throat. What am I doing here? It's because I'm using Move It. What an absolute freaking idiot. Sorry. I'm so stuck on... You gonna do your thing? You are, thank you. Right. You're so stuck on getting the right trees here that I'm not really concentrating. Right, Yin goes, I'll stop you early. It's not a great what's that about talent there? Lol, now that is talent. Do you want to hear it? It lacks some of the impact because you can't actually see it. Yeah, you can't actually see me in action, if you can call it action. But yeah, it is. The visual is my mouth is closed. I don't breathe while I'm doing it. The sound is literally from my throat, and it sounds exactly like this. You ready? And I can normally do it more, but I need a drink. Very dry throat. But yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. That's it. That's the talent. It just leaves, yeah, they get the magician. The magician does his bit. The ventriloquist does his bit. And then I stand there and I do a chicken stuck in my throat. It's quality. It's, yeah, you can't get quality like this normally, but it's quality. It's true quality. Quality entertainment. Your children will be impressed, if nothing else. Oh, come on. Come on. I'll get this done in a second. I will get this done in a second. You? Oh, it's not. There we go. I think we'll have these two roads unlined. I'm also tempted to make that end road unlined. Yeah, because where's that avenue going? It's going nowhere. This lined avenue makes no sense to be double lined. It's just a dead end. It's going straight into the highway. The highway. And so I am going to pretend that never happened. Oops. I'll try that again. But this time, don't grab the path. This is better. These are starting to stand out a bit now. A few clusters of trees here and there. A little bit of tree detailing in the roundabout. This is going to start popping. This is going to start popping. This area here, I think the main avenue is begging for the same treatment, isn't it? Oh yes, yes it is, BonBon. Thank you. Thanks for agreeing. Oh, my head. Thank you for that. Brings this all the way over here. And we will do ourselves a long line of goodies to there. Could it be that we do a line there and a line here? And possibly a line along here. Might double line that there. Yeah, I will have to move that in a bit closer though. Oh, let go please. Thank you. Not that one. Yeah, so it's all very good. The plans for the channel are afoot. I've got an idea for this. Hang on. Grab those. Copy that. Rotate that. Can you hear that? I don't know what was going out there. It's the guy in the Range Rover. I think he's broken down. Sorry, bub. Can't help you. I'm not mechanically minded. And park you in so, like so. next there. Oh, it's a bit wobbly at the end there, isn't it? No, 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 no. Can we have it a bit less wobbly? It's a bit less wobbly. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of this. Cleaner. And we'll extend this. And delete that. It's definitely feeling pretty useful. This, well, yeah, we don't want this. We do want the second line of trees on the inside here. Come on. I've clicked it twice and nothing happened, but there we go. Small delay. Small delay. And bring this line down to here. Ooh. That Range Rover, you just caught the sirens of the BonBonB Bingo players, right? That Range Rover very nearly pulled out, having started their engine, into the side of an unmarked police car. It was the unmarked police car that had the sirens there. But very, very nearly had himself a bit of an oopsie situation going on there. Oh man, might have got away with it, mind you, because the unmarked police car is obviously in a hurry to get somewhere. They're not going to stop. I would have thought anyway. Now it's a bit wonky on this footpath here. So I'm going to try and manually gauge this here. There might be a trick in Move It, but by the time I find the trick in Move It, I probably could have done it manually. So we've done that. Budge that lot up. And budge that all up. Nearly done. And then U3. Budge that lot up. Gonna get rid of that one on the corner. And not bad. I might just do this stretch here. Maybe not both sides though. I think it is both sides. Again, it is just aesthetics. It's just getting the thing to feel right. Alright, pop this over here beautifully, and you beautifully. That will do. Let's have a little look in the chat. Can you hear it? Yes. Oh, where did Poetry go? Oh, did I upset him? Did I tell him he can't smoke his special cigarettes? I didn't say you couldn't. You can go and smoke some special cigarettes. I am insinuating that you're smoking special cigarettes. But I'm not going to stop you. You go ahead. You do you. It's just because I won't doesn't mean that you can't. I do judge, but only a little bit. Only on the inside, you know. Having just lost a friend to drugs, sadly. Yeah, I laugh, and I know it's not the same. Trust me, I do understand that special cigarettes is not the same as the sort of stuff that she was doing. I get it. I do understand it. It's like comparing Shandy with I don't know, raw, untended Russian vodka. You know, just it's a different world. But yeah, but I just cheat. I like teasing. I like teasing. It's fun. People do the same to me all the time. Oh dear. Especially when they find out I've got a YouTube channel. You know, what do you do? Well, I'm in gaming. They expect me to be screaming into a microphone. And die, mother... something. I've forgotten the rest of that phrase. I'll have to look it up on the Urban Dictionary later. I did have something along those lines, actually. I was playing a bit of Rocket League earlier. And there was this guy I was teamed up with for this one game. There was no chemistry between me and them. They wanted to forfeit. We were 2-0 down after about a minute and they wanted out. And a quitter never wins, a winner never quits, right? That's what they say. I did not want out. I am going to do a second line of trees here. And they basically, as soon as they put up forfeit as the option, I chose not to. They then put into quick chat, really? Seriously? Or something like that. And it's like, yeah, seriously, let's keep playing. It's only 2-0. You know, if they could score 2 goals in the first minute, we've got 4 minutes to get back in. And the amount of times I've won, I mean, I've won from 5-0 down before. But anyway, he basically didn't want anything to do with it. Then it got all petty. I then said, you know, you're acting like a 5-year-old. He then said, I am 5. And then inches deep in your mother. To which I went, oh, more fool you then. She's been dead a year. And so it just got very petty. But yes, technically, I guess he was claiming to be a mother, whatever. And I think I won that one. Because I'm into a lot of things. Necrophilia is not one of them. Just not. Really, really, really not. So anyway, yeah. So, yeah. Rocket League. Good fun. Me and John, this old gamer, we team up regularly on Rocket League. And, yeah. Sometimes you louse up. Sometimes he louse up. Well, sometimes I louse up. Sometimes he'll louse up. At the end of the day, we laugh about it. We tease each other in the open chat, basically telling the other team that, you know, we're angry with each other, but we're not, because while we're typing, saying how, you know, how useless you are, and, you know, get yourself a new. Meanwhile, we're speaking out loud to each other. It's, yeah, it's just fun. And if the opposite team think we're infighting, they're more likely to sort of like be distracted and assume that we're going to capitulate. Oh, yeah. I think we'll do this one here. This does feel like a major avenue. And we'll line it over here as well. And we'll line it down here. I think this patch, I'm gonna line this avenue over this side too, just for mirroring again, just for balance. I think that works. We don't need to do any more in there, do we? Pretty sure of that. This one feels like it needs this one done. Possibly this one done. And possibly this one done. If I grab one of you and pop you there, I think that the double lining with the paths is making a huge difference. Probably need to do it with the highway as well. And then we haven't done this one, which is probably the most important, because this is, of course, the downtown, the start square. Right. Hey, JD. How you doing? Oh, you're still here. Just didn't say anything. No, I'm poetry. You know me. I'm just teasing, mate. You carry on. Yo, Bonbon. Remember last week when I was telling you about my new map? It's okay if you don't. I remember somebody telling me about a map. Can you put the name of the map into the chat now? I'll go hunt it and stick it into my maybe we will, maybe we won't columns. Hang on, let's find that now. Maps list down to the bottom of here. Not tired. Not tired. I'm fine. Right. Right. So right. Let's have a look into it. Yeah. I'll wait for your it's the Southland. Is it now? It's the Southland. Right, okay. Well, let's have a little look at. Is it on the front page? Have you made the front page? I don't see you on the front page. Okay. Let's do a little typing. The Southland. There it is. Oh, we've got two. You're either Joe Nut or Cairo or Cryo. I reckon you must be this one. That was uploaded the 1st of September. So you are definitely Joe Nut. So if I copy that into here as a potential, not saying we're not going to commit to it. Looking at the image, we had a little chat about, I spoke openly and emptily about the map on the schedule show, which is a show I do every week for the BonBonB Buddies on Patreon and a YouTube membership. Let me just copy all of this in here. As you're kind of requesting, you're asking very nice. You're doing all the right things, okay? You're doing all the right things. Joe Nut. Ooh, caps lock. Joe Nut. If you want a very quick instinct response to the map, I'll do that for you. So I'm on your workshop page now. The opening image is okay. It's also your thumbnail. It's okay. Second image is absolutely striking. I would switch your thumbnail to the second image from the first image. First image is just meh. Second image, way more striking. I would go with that over the first one. Third one doesn't tell me anything at all. It's a nice image, but if you lost the entire bottom third of that image, this is the one with the palms, right? If you lost the entire bottom third of the image, you still have the same image. It's a little bit of a loss there. I'd go more letterbox on this image if you want this one. Then you have the top down of the highways. It looks fine. I've got to say, it doesn't inspire me personally, but it looks fine. And you've got a breakdown of the map by tile. First one, Santa Monica Mountains, Hollywood Hills, Elysian Park, San Gabriel Mountains. I mean, looking at the images, it's quite nicely done. I've seen way clunkier maps than this, and to call your map here clunky would be a little unfair. We don't expect you to be working at Sidai or Bringer of Fires levels. It's has a bit of Playmobil land about it, and I mean that in like in a nice way, in terms of it looks like a map for a city builder game, but not necessarily a map for a true realists game. You know, if you're looking to do a beautiful recreation of an area, but it looks playable. I've got it down. It's got a chance of a review, but it's not on my list of absolute to dos. But anyway, that is that was my first instinct looking at. Let me find the stream again there. No need to worry about reviewing it. Oh, bless you. But yes, I would definitely swap out. I think you'll do better with that second image, with a caption saying the Southlands over it, than the one you've chosen. I still think you've got room for, I mean, your section by section images, your tile by tile images that you've got there. Some of them are okay actually, but I still think you've got the possibility for, like, here we go. Let's look at this map now. My map. If I was to take a screenshot now, first of all, I think that this position here is a really good location for showcasing the whole map. Yes, we haven't quite got these little islands. They're not quite finished there. We haven't quite got them there. But we've got all sorts of little eye tricks here. So we've got this river that leads your eye into the map. You've got this river that leads your eye into the map. And you've got this river here that leads. We've got lots of activity for your eye to be drawn into the map, and even here, this leads your eye in. So the whole map, the angle that this image will be taken at, draws your eye into the map. Now let's go randomly place our map, our camera elsewhere. How about here? This also isn't too bad an image, because again, we have the rivers that are leading our eye into the map. So this actually works quite well as well. I'm going to switch to a different angle. I've got a lot of rivers on this map. Right, okay. This one. This is less good. This is less good. Because while you can still say, well, we still have the rivers leading your eye to the map, this is quite a distant river. The main rivers in the foreground are actually running left to right. This one running left to right, this one running left to right, and then kind of leading in. It's not a bad location for an image, but in the foreground here, it's kind of stopping your eye. Your eye is hitting here and being drawn. Your eye is hitting here and maybe being drawn. It's not necessarily the best of angles. Let's come and do one more. So again, this is actually probably a better location. This is less busy than the previous angle that we looked at. Less busy. It's still not the best angle because we have got all the lines running left to right, nothing leading into the map. But we do have this. It is a clean line and it leads us to here, and then the eye gets drawn back into the map up this way. So, and we do have this kind of ridge running along here as well. So it's not that the eye isn't drawn into the map, but this is actually a pretty good location for showcasing. The map is very buildable. You can see from here, it doesn't really look very buildable. We can see lots of buildable space down there in the far distance, but all this looks this could all be heavily sloped land for all we could tell. Is this flat? Or is it sloping? Is this flat or is it sloping? You're assuming it's sloping because we've got the rivers. But from this angle, that very same shot, we can see we have loads of buildable space. So it's a lot of these things with your camera. You need to go around, just find places. First of all, you're going to find your aesthetic shots. So you go, it's a castle. So let's find a really nice angle of the castle. So you're doing all of those jobs, but you're also looking at how can I draw my viewer's eye into the map. Like this is not great. You think it would be. But first, we can't really make out the castle up there. That is concerning to me personally. I had noted this previously. We do have the road going into the map, but it kind of just disappears and doesn't really tell us what's going on. Doesn't tell us we're actually going to loop into a lot of space there. Maybe a better highway to follow the road in on would be something like this. Now, this is kind of better. Still don't think it's an absolutely amazing image, but again, we could see that everything's just kind of feeding off. I don't think this map is going to be a great one for taking screenshots of the highways leading into the map, but the rivers are doing the donkey work there on this map. And then, like I say, I'm currently working on the 25 tiles, trying to bring this to life without like overburdening it. And so yeah, these highways, the whole point about these highways that I'm putting in here, not the highways, but these little road sections, is what I expect your typical builder to do is to do a big marquee with move it and hit delete. That's what I expect. But this is just to make it more enticing, maybe inspiring. There might be some people that go, oh, I've got to use these. Great, lovely, carry on, please use them. But also, they're not there to be used. I've not really put a road down here. God, this is just me thinking, how might this be a city? But the highway, of course, is. Okay, so he was talking. Right. Oh yes, the screenshots. Hi, Kiki. You kind of prefer the first image. Yes, I totally get what you're saying about the second image being a bit gloomy. I'd certainly personally be running it through the image editor. Just from those images alone, though, as a thumbnail image to catch the eye on the workshop, I think the second image has got a lot more oomph. So I think it probably would attract more subscribers, which is surely is what we're looking for. But anyway, hi Kiki. Swoon? You're swooning over Random, are you? Is that what's happening here? Random, you've got an admirer. Oh yes. Oh look, they're at it. They're flirting. Yo, yo. Anyways, yes. The view from the northeast is great. Are you making a square or a horizontal thumbnail? Me? Haven't got a clue. I haven't got that far yet. There's a difference between postcard screenshots and the ones since entice the tile. Yes. The square ones, I think, have a more professional vibe to them. But of course it depends a lot on what your image. If your best image is, let's say my best image is this one, can I get that to work as a square? I don't think so. I think it needs to be letterbox. But if my best image is of the castle, right, this becomes my best image, then that can work as a square. So some of it will depend on framing, and I've used both, I think. I'm trying to think. Was I think Darte I was definitely a square, I think. Rand already knows I'm a fan. Swooning at chat. Ooh. Swooning at the chat. Oh, Kiki's having a moment. Bless you, honey bun. Anyways, where are we? I decided to rebuild it. It's CS2's release date. Yes, Cities Skylines II. It's coming soon, you know. It's coming very, very soon. I'm going to start churning out these tutorials soon, even before the game is released. Yep, I have plans. Let's do some more of these double lines now on the trees. I really want to get these done, because once these double lines are done, then we can just fill in some gaps with little clusters, and maybe the not start square, but the middle of the map will feel a bit more complete. Oh, I've not hit the bloody... line tool. Come on. You can do it, you absolute numpty. No, that's not worked out. Let me just get rid of that and we'll do that all over again. Like it never happened, right? Are we back? Have we got line tool? We haven't got line tool. It's pretending to have line tool, but it hasn't got line tool. Right, let's go grab a tree. Come here, tree. You're the one I want. Come with me. I cannot build on water. I know, I didn't want to. God dear, this bloody system, eh? Right, you come here. And start here. And end there. And start here. And end there. We'll do something similar along the canal. Here to here. And here to here. Here to here. And here to here. It's good enough, all right? I'm thinking one line, one side only here. And probably marrying it again, mirroring. There it is. Well, that's got to continue up. There's no question about that. Those feel a little bit squipped, but you know, I'm not looking for 5 stars for detail here. I'm looking for 5 stars for gameplay or something. Somebody once used to do ratings for maps, you know. They did one for aesthetics, they did one for detail, and they did one for gameplay potential. And if they really approved of your map, regardless of what ratings they gave you, they would give you a seal of approval. If only I could find them. I think they were on some sort of video hosting website. Danged if I can remember though. Anyway. Oh, help. My brain's gone naughty. I'll blame my mother. That's pretty much the only reason why I'm streaming tonight, to keep my head from being too... what? Hang on, I did not want that to happen. Did I right click? That was very interesting. Can we do that again without the right click at the end, please, BonBonB? Can't be that difficult, surely. There, that's a left click at the end. We'll use the magic of move it for there. Right. I think we'll do the this way. I don't know. Maybe not at all. Maybe not at all. Possibly just one side of here, actually. Possibly just one side of here. We'll do come here. That's it. Down this way. Down this way to, I think, about there. Do we... I don't know if I even want that actually. Do you know what? I've changed. Can I change my mind on that? I don't think I want that there at all. I don't think I want that there at all. I don't see anywhere along here that I want a second run of trees. So I'm going to leave it. We'll do some tapping and filling or whatever. But I think I'm going to leave that. Is there anywhere else? I don't think there is there? This is it. I've achieved. I've done a lot of a thing. Oh, it was the highway. Go on. Go on. Plenty of thinking going on there. I don't know. I do not know. We'll try. We'll try it. No. No, 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 no. I've changed my mind. In fact, I've changed my mind over a little bit here as well. You're being pinned back. That's better. You're being trimmed back a bit as well. The resources here are going to be removed at that extent. At the top there. Right, that's better. Pinned you back from there. I'm going to use these, but not as a line. But as little flurries and clusters. Along the way. This is all right. That's set back a long way, that, isn't it? That tree line is set back a long way. It's so far back, I can't even see where it starts. Hang on, let's bring you in a little bit. Right, you can come into there. I know that means trimming up a bit here. Or does it? Don't think it does. Maybe this last one. There we go. That one's okay. Now that just gives me a bit more playroom here. Wait, could this be the last episode? It could be. If the stream software doesn't work next time I try to use it. I was surprised it worked this time. It's barely in operation, to be honest with you. Most of the stuff I like to be able to do isn't working. I can't even check the chat. Normally check the chat in the stream software. Currently I've got an open browser window with the chat on it, because according to my stream software something went wrong. I don't know what, I don't know why. I'm not going to try and work it out because frankly it doesn't bother me at the moment. But Windows is now telling me it needs an update. It was okay before I started the stream, and then suddenly it's now saying you've got an update to do. Maybe that will fix things. Sometimes that's what's needed. An update and a restart. sometimes is all there is. But yeah, I've got my voice mod isn't working. Half of my Streamlabs is not working. Only just managed to upload my save for... Don't tell Gerard. Gerard, don't listen. I only just managed to upload my save on my Collab 81 Tile C3. I was trying to do it a couple of days ago. It wouldn't let me do it then. And now I've finally succeeded getting that up onto my workshop. It's unlisted because I might want to do a tweak or two to it. But just wanted to get that up. Plus I'm got a video coming out tomorrow and I needed footage of me uploading it. So there's all that to do. Yeah. Plenty of stuff. But no, it won't be the last because there's still a lot of work here. I'm working obviously on the main buildable areas at the moment, just to basically make this more interesting and just something for people to work around or build into or just delete. That's fine. I've got a detailing idea for the railway, which is going to use a it's going to use a lot of props, probably more than I really want to, but I want to play with it and have a go. You know, worst case scenario is I go, nope, that's too many props, and then remove them, possibly. And then in terms of trees, certainly this area up here only has placeholder trees. In these were just like speed painted, and there's no finesse here. The shapes are about right in this area, but you can see there is like a definite difference between here and here. So yeah, this needs reworking big time. I want to do a little bit of foliage work up here again in these areas here, just maybe some shrubs, but also even in areas like here it's looking good, but I want to bring in the detailing trees, the lighter colored trees, 1 or 2 taller trees, just to make these again, raise them to the next level as well. So yeah, there's plenty to do still. Plenty to do still. I said 2 weeks. I don't think it's going to be. It's going to be a struggle to get it done in 2 weeks. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to absolutely keep going. Because I really want this map out and done. Because it means I can then focus on... I may have to accept that some of the standards that I want, I'm not going to hit. Can you believe that? Oh no. But yeah, there's other priorities are afoot. I may have to just say, okay, let's just leave those trees as they are up there in that quarry area. And but nah, we'll put a whole week into this week. Put a whole week into it, and hopefully by the end of the week it'll be close. If it's close enough, maybe we'll share it at the end of the week. I think it's more likely sometime next week, in that sort of time frame, probably. And the highway can then just like... Well, it's not a highway because the highway doesn't exist this way. It's just a fake highway. Right? Something like that. There you go. Hi, Justy. Got a busy morning here in New Zealand. Map looking good. Thank you very much. Might be I'm getting a few bugs with the chat. You are? Oh. Sounded like you were doing finishing touch. Oh. No, it's not finishing touches. Although some of these are sort of finishing touches. But if I just focus on like the big jobs, sometimes I just lose focus. Sometimes you just got to mix things up, you know. I think we need to connect some of these up into longer strands, like along here. Longer strand there. That's not bad. I'll draw this one as well. There we are. And connect them two up. And that's actually okay, I think, from there. Maybe we'll just bring this down a little bit more so it doesn't start in exactly the same location as the other side. But then that makes this one too big. It needs to be the other side that is. Let me get rid of that. I'm going to thin out this a little bit. On this end. And that. Yeah. That's better. Probably need to do something similar. That's actually the plan with the rail, I think. Especially this side here. We need to do forest like this, but butting up against the rail here. So let's do a bit of that. In fact, I'm gonna. Oh, I can't really forest brush it, can I? I probably can forest brush it. What am I talking about? I don't know. I never do. Right, forest brush. Live oak. Let's just go straight to the live oak. That'll do it. Is that the only tree in that? I'll get rid of the Norway spruce for now. Oh, hello, laddie. Keep walking. Be responsible. I think laddie has carried on walking. Oh, he's left his girlfriend in the incredibly short skirt behind. That's all right. There's no trouble. There's no trouble out there. Right. Back to... Oh. No, they've gone back that way. Okay. So. We'll do a little fill of trees along here. We'll bring that all the way down to about here. Let's do a little waver in and out there. Very good. Very good. Very good. Why has the game lagged? Why have you lagged, game? I think also, though, it's lagged again. What is... Wow. Some fancy stuff going on there. We're getting some serious lag. Mirror that. Mirror that. So you've got that shape, this shape. A bit like the continents, yeah? Something like this. Shape wise, not bad. Again, no finesse yet, but let's get the shape in place. I'll keep this side clean. Maybe a small flurry of trees in the middle of here. And that would then be on this side also. We've got a lot of youth activity outside at the moment. I'm always very wary. Always very, very wary. They're more likely just to suddenly throw a brick or something. Although all the hoods up are, you know, doesn't mean they're going to cause trouble because they're wearing hoods, but yeah, always. What are you doing here? Not seeing any spray cans. You guys are just walking on. Right. Sorry. CCTV watch with BonBon. Right. They're young as well. I mean, it's what? Nearly midnight here, and some of those were like 14 or 15. Should be in bed. I remember when I was 14 or 15. You know, my mother, there's no way she was letting me out the door. No way. You're like, what? I think we'll end up with so there'll be a small flurry in there, and there'll be a small flurry in here. And there will be something going on here, and that will then tie in like so. That's gonna work. Probably want some on the inside of that part of the river. And there'll probably be a small something in the middle here, not as big as this. And down here I'm thinking this can then lead down to be something like this. Won't be that big. Something like about there. And a few trees up this way, although you don't want to be there. Shapes are coming together, I think. And there's probably going to be something in the middle of these. Come on, software. So something like that up the middle. Haven't seen the chat for a while. Let's have a little look. Oh, okay. That means you won't have to worry about your release. When's your release? Memory cache is probably full. It lags more when streaming at the same time. Yeah, don't normally have a lag like that though. A bit of connecting tendrils. Ooh, tendrils, ouch. Yeah, I don't normally have a problem with, I mean, I get lag. Of course we get lag. But that particular lag was unusual. I am not something that I really experienced that much of. But yeah, I'm aware I can expect a bit of lag here and there. Do you know what? I think in terms of fill, I think we've hit everywhere now. Yeah, we've got a lot of finesse to work. But everywhere that I want bulk trees or fill trees done, I mean, even here, I don't mind this being empty at all. Don't mind that being empty. I mean, probably will have... This is the wrong area for the live oaks, I think. It's sort of okay. But it's not really the location that I want them. It's going to be a little bit of some sort of detailing here. Let me just put a few of those in there, because it's probably going to be live oak based here. And like I say, probably just here and there a few trees just to take out some of the harshness of some of these lines, like we've done on this area here. But I think that is a major task, as it is coming up to midnight. I think I'm going to go to bed shortly. Yeah, in terms of shape, in terms of fill, I think a lot. Let's do a tree count. Tree count's not going to be too bad, actually. Let's have a little look. Trees, 120,000. So we're about halfway to the cap. And in terms of bulk coverage, a lot of this has now been done. It's going to be, let's say, I do need to I want to rework the quarry area. This is just placeholder trees, mostly in the quarry area. So I'll be thinning out this area and reworking it, but still going to be mostly with these conifers. Still doesn't look too bad, actually. So I could probably just add some different variant trees in there just to make it a bit more interesting. There's a bit more work, and say we've got we've got a lot of placeholder areas like these. These feel about right, but there's only the one tree in there. So yeah, there's second passes and third passes to do. The resort area, again, still feels a little bit underdone, but it's not far off being, yeah, a work done. The islands haven't been touched at all, really. I've done a couple over this side with a first pass on the tree brush, and it's okay. Again, if I had to release the map with the trees like that there, I wouldn't break a sweat. They are out of the way. But when they are here, and then you get to an area like here, which has been quite heavily worked, and we've got the variants going on as well, I think that's not too bad. And then we've still got the rail that I'm going to do one part with the rail now, because it's something I know that I'm going to have to do. Let's do this now before I end the stream. Right, that's the rail, that's the elevated. People are going to look at me as if I'm nutty, but they're going to go, BonBon, this goes against everything you've always said. Why are you doing this? Elevator to the ground level is, oh hang on, it's a dumb idea. And maybe it is. I may have to drop these back down to ground level when my idea that I've got that I want to run with turns out to use 30,000 props or something, which is possible. I don't know. I've not tried it yet, but I suspect it's going to be quite heavy. And so what happens if I do that? That's fine. That works. Let's elevate all of these. Elevate to the ground level. Into transitions into the bridge will be smoother. Don't know what happened to my bridge detailing. Is my oil still there? Yeah, my oil field's still there. Don't know what happened to my bridge. We spent that time doing that bridge detailing and it's just disappeared. Very, very weird. Right, anyway, let's follow this up. Yes, definitely something that needs fixing along here, if you know what I mean. But if this works and it doesn't use, I'm going to try and work out how many props I'm happy with using on this. I think pick a number before I start, and if we go flying past that number, then it will be undo everything, put everything back down to ground level, pretend it never happened, right? That's my thought on this. What do you guys think? What's the maximum number of props that should be used in a map rather than the city? Have you got any numbers that you want to go past as a maximum prop count? I am curious if you've got numbers, because obviously we think with trees we've got numbers. Basically we know what the limit is, 250. You kind of on the vanilla map want to stay below that. There is a bit of give for going over, but in an ideal world you want to be a good decent number underneath, ideally. But with props, while there is a prop limit, it's not really something we discuss so much. I suppose mostly because most maps don't use that many props. They'll use props, but they won't absolutely go breaking the system, the limits with it. So yeah, that is definitely something that I'm curious. Do you have a limit? Right, that's now all elevated. Just got a little stretch here. I've just got a feeling this is going to be ridiculous in terms of total prop count. It'll be too much, but we will find out. Right, that's now done. There's a little bit over in the oil, little spur coming out of the mountain here in the oil. I guess we should do this area as well for consistency. There we go. Right, every bit of rail is now elevated, and it goes completely against the grain, against the BonBonB grain. I don't like what I'm doing here, but also I'm pretty sure if it works. Well, it will work. It's definitely going to work. But I'm not sure it's going to be... It's going to be right. Let's use... While we're here. Brush size up. Bit of a cutting going on there, I think. The only other answer is to bring the rail up. I suppose that could be done. Alright. Grab. Oh, come on. All of that. But not that. So let's see. Line, terrain height. Nope. No, that's not working. How about we manually bring it up? That's not too bad. Then all of these, all of those, and all of those. I suspect would be, I'll do. How's this bridge looking? This bridge doesn't look too healthy now. Somebody broke my bridge. Somebody broke my bridge. Oh dear. Building. Right. There's definitely something a bit uppy downy about it, but that can be fixed later because I might be making some more adjustments to this. Like this shouldn't be elevated at all. I want it at ground level. If I do that, it causes a bloody dimple, doesn't it? Oh man. Want it as low as it goes before we actually start causing problems. I'm going to stop because this is going to be the next bane. I'm not going to do all of this until I've tested and seen how many props this is going to take. Because otherwise I'm going to be fixing the railway and then just putting it back down to ground level afterwards. So I'm going to stop before I make work for myself. What have we got in the chat? What have we got? As long as 45k don't impact on performance. Hang on, have I skipped some here? Okay, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Oh, blimey. Wow, I've missed a lot. Welcome back, BonBonB. Thanks, Fifel. Glad the tech problems didn't totally. No, they've definitely kneecapped me. but everything's good. G'day, Snoozeby. Yay, hello everybody. I'm scared to see what will happen to the rail. It's going to be good. It's going to look really, really good for vanilla, but it's potentially ridiculous. 24,599 is very specific. 500, Snoozeby. That's your builds though, isn't it? That is your builds. What is my back out of that? At the moment I'm on 8,000. 8,000. How have I used 8,000? I think a lot of that might be on these and I could get rid of them, but I don't want to. I think they had something just a bit different to the map. But anyway, let's have a look. 24,599, 500. I'm a zero prop kind of person, but that's because I never decorate anything. Fair enough. In the map, if the props you're using have a purpose, there is no limit. Good point. Never thought about it, but I remember when I made Corona, California, I went right to the prop limit on that map. Way too many small roads are. In the other map, I'd say at most 45k, because vanilla player won't use too many. Good point. Good point. Vanilla. Oh, it's all vanilla. This is 100% vanilla. As long as 45k don't impact on performance. Normally say 5 to 10k at most, but you're scaring me. Well, I'm on 8, and I haven't started this process. Wants to put gravel around the track. Dang it! You've worked me out already. It's gravel. I'll show you. I will show you. It's gonna look good. Let's just choose a bit of this bit over here. Oh, hang on, this bit's indented as well, isn't it? Let's fix this bit with up you go. Up you go. There we are. And then we're going to search. Rock. Not a network though. Something like that. I'll go with this. Spacing. I don't know what the spacing is going to be. Let's go 15. I have no idea what the spacing wants to be. No, it needs to be less than 15. 10. No. 7. All right, okay. It's probably going to want to be less than 7 as well. There we go. 5. Like that. And that will make that pop, especially from a distance. How many have I used there? Just in that one small, because I could work it out, I could scale it up, can't I? This could be something I could work out. Right, all buildings gone. Thank you. First of all, let's get rid of that. What was the total count? 8,022. 8,022. Come back to this. I think I'm going to go for 5 meters exactly. Right, but that's just one segment. So just one segment. Is 30 basically, 30 per segment. I just need to count the segments, multiply by 30, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be 300 to do this. So about 1,000 to do to there. So about 1,000 to do that. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, about 5,000, 6,000. Maybe I'm going to say I think about 6,000 to 7,000 just on the rail, which would bring me to 6 to 7, 15 thou. That's not too high. That's not too high at all. So long as I don't really go mad on anything else, and I don't think I've not got any other plans for props on this map. It's, I think, something that can work. Well, that'll be tomorrow. We'll do this tomorrow. All right. I think. Oh, bye, Justy. J Knobs. Put a path under it. Yeah. But the path is the wrong texture. It's just not going to work. You better go. Yes, we've done that one. You have lots of gardening to do. Nice weather in the North Island. Just rub it in. You know, we've got supposedly summer in the UK and we haven't had any yet. Try it in one place before change it. Yes, indeed. We'll do that. But yeah, the rail, rather than, because like I say, some of the areas of rail are a bit clunky at the moment because I've just switched it to elevated at ground level. I think it's going to work. So I'll spend some time getting the rail to, well, I'll put the gravel down first across the entire network, because again, if I think it's too many, you know, if we get to 30,000, because my math is bad, it just means that I won't have to rework the rail too much. That's my thoughts anyway. How much did you miss? All of it. We're going. Didn't mean it in the mean way. Didn't mean what in the mean way? I'm confused. Oh, that you oh, gotcha. I got you. Nah, don't be silly. When have you ever known me to take offence over something in this? I mean, it's seldom. And I've said it before that sometimes negative feedback hurts a bit, but only usually if I've put a lot of work into it, right? This is work in progress. But let's say if I, like say, race day, right? Race day, put a lot of hours into that. There's a couple of bits in it that I feel that could be a bit better. Specifically, I think the position screen, I feel I could have done better than that. But honestly, by that point, my creative skills were just like I was exhausted, so it kind of fizzled out. But yeah, that now, if anybody comments on that and says, "Oh, it's shit," and I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, yeah, great, you're allowed to think that, and then they come and they criticize it, and I don't agree with it at all. That would hurt, because there was so many hours. This, yeah, I've got what, 50, 60 hours into the build, but it's work in progress. And I'm trialing things as well, doing like this stuff with the roads today. I didn't know if this was going to work, double lining. I still don't know if it is working. I still don't know if this is a good idea or not. I'm looking at this road here thinking actually what I want to do, I'm going to do it because this is just niggling me a bit. I want roads, node segments and trees up to about there, cleansed up. That's better. It was just too clean, and it wanted to edge with the shape of the highway here. So yeah, there's stuff. It's work in progress. It's tweaking this and tweaking that. And if you said to me, "Oh, do you know what doesn't work, BonBon? It's this particular thing." Great, lovely. I might not have noticed that, or I might have noticed it, but I disagree with you. We're allowed to discuss stuff, and I don't take any offence normally. You're a boomer, Kiki. You're a boomer. I thought you were much younger than that. Yeah. I mean, let's face it, Kiki. It's a young person's name. You can't come in with a name like Kiki and claim to be a boomer. Bless you. What if you do the same but at ground level? Same as what? What? Oh, the with the gravel, it doesn't work. The gravel hovers above the rails. Hang on, I can showcase that very easily. We've got a section of rail here at ground level, and we're going to do exactly the same. Let's just use move it. One of those, and we'll just do exactly the same along here. There we are. So to get that to work, you'd need a lot of coverage, but also you look at that, the train would derail. It's not the right scale, but having that tucked underneath the rail, that looks really good. I think, in my humble opinion, I'm allowed a humble opinion. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror. Oops, 'cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. There we go. I know the old songs. And so does Kiki, no doubt. Oh, she's an old bird after all. You're in your 40s? You're not a boomer? No. Boomer is, I mean, born after the war, the Second World War. 40s, you're a whippersnapper. Wow. Hang on, what 40s, is that still Gen X? Or are you in it's got to be still Gen X, surely, just about. Yeah, you're too young to be a boomer. Goodness me, woman. Oh, no, you're a youngster. Wow. Oh, wow. Hey, Kiki. Kiki's a toll booth attendant. Yay. Gen X. Yeah, I'm Gen X too, but only just at the other end of it. Oh, man. Yeah, you're in 40s, man. All right. She didn't say early or late, though. Yeah, we'll just assume you're 40 and a little bit, all right? Don't give us anything specific. David, very, very proud to be 37 on the 3rd of October. Great, lovely. But no, Kiki's 40 and 1 day. Because ladies like to keep these things a mystery. Is it a union job? Oh, man. The thing is, I've got to work out, because that's the other thing. All of these BonBonBuddy levels that I've got were based on the old formats for the channel with the Watt maps as it was all set up, and I need to come up with, first of all, I need to come up with some new schedules. I need to work out how it's all going to come together. You're right there. You're falling asleep on the period key. Full stop key, as we'd say in the UK. You mean 21? Yeah, 21 and doubled, maybe. I'm closer to tripled. It's scary thinking that, actually, but I am closer to tripled. Yeah, of course he's right. Well done, Stevesby. The Aussies know how to flirt. Yeah, where were we? Yeah, so I've got to come up with, at some point, new reward levels for the BonBon Buddies. Or the same reward levels, but have, they'll still have things like, I know no one over 21. Oh, bless you. You've never met me, you're this old gamer. Yeah, so the reward levels, I'm gonna have to. The problem, Patreon's really straightforward. Patreon's really straightforward, but YouTube, if you take away a reward, you have to take away the entire reward level, meaning anybody subscribe. Let's say, I would say Kiki's on toll booth attendant. Let's say I take off one of the rewards from being a toll booth attendant and replace it with something different. Something that let's say live Watt map is one of the rewards, but I'm not doing live Watt map anymore. But instead of doing that, I'm going to do streamed Watt map or I don't know, something just streamed map making. But I have to cancel Kiki's subscription, and she has to then remember to resubscribe. It's a really bad system. Having the ability to change the rewards and say, look, okay, you were getting exclusive access to this show. This show is now gone, but we have this show instead. You should be able to. Yeah, it's not that you're going to say, oh, if you subscribe, you get all these millions of things, but now you're only going to get one thing. But if you want to swap one thing in and one thing out, surely that should be a thing. It's frustrating. Whereas with Patreon, you can do that. Patreon, you can say, look, okay, that's now obsolete, but I'm replacing it with this, so you're still getting the same value. Which is, like I say, YouTube makes it really difficult. So I tend to, with the YouTube, update the rewards with a video every now and then, saying, right, okay, from now on this reward level, you get that reward. But had I known this way back in the day, I wouldn't have actually put any specifics actually in the description. But the descriptions for these things say, you get to vote on this, well, like the map. We don't have a weekly map vote at the moment for the viewers, for the BonBon Buddy vote, because we aren't doing any reviews. But there will be something when the new game comes out, which is only, 5 weeks away? YouTube being YouTube, you're not wrong. Yeah, so we're at, 5 weeks? Something like that? Hang on, let's have a look. It might be a bit more than 5. It might be 6. Let's have a look. October. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. 6 weeks. Oh, it's 7 weeks. So we're 7 weeks away. And the channel will be focusing on Cities Skylines 2. I have no idea what I'm going to be able to, what I'm going to do for rewards, but until then, at toll booth attendant level, you get the scheduled show every week. You get updates and bits and bobs, but yeah, at the moment it's a little bit light on rewards, but I'm going to try and come up with something. Basically, we'll come up with something. We'll make it. We'll get back to where we were, but yes, it's going to be a little light for the next month and a half, I think. But there we are. But anyway, this is work in progress. I'm going to go to bed. I said like I was going to do about half an hour ago, but me getting sidetracked. Although you'll have to remember that those debris will only show for you prop and a key. So in 100% of the... What? Oh, of course. Yes, because of the collision with the networking. I get you. Yeah. This is true. But so you could say the same with the foreground in here with the kelp farm. You're going to get that. Only going to get that if you've got prop control. So yeah, this is true. This is very, very true. Right, Snoosby says, will you be doing a Learning CS2 series or similar? The plan is yes, and the plan is actually to start it sooner than you might imagine. I have got a couple of ideas lined up. Even though I don't have the game, I've got a couple of ideas lined up. Yes, don't be expecting to be learning anything from, excuse me, any tutorials that I put out for Cities Skylines 2 before Cities Skylines 2 comes out. But in terms of getting a stranglehold on YouTube, on the algorithms for Cities Skylines 2 tutorials, that's most of the tutorials I'm going to be doing before the game comes out will be for algorithm purposes. Regular supporters and subscribers of the channel, I doubt if you're going to get anything from it at all. But if it kickstarts, that's the thing, we need the channel to kickstart when Cities Skylines 2 comes out. And if I'm already becoming established as a tutorial maker for Cities Skylines 2, it should be the kind of kick that the channel needs. So yeah, all good, I hope. But yeah, obviously I did say it earlier in the stream, I will just confirm it now. When the game comes out, that very first week, I'm gonna be full-time streaming. I'm gonna close my business for the week. I'm already telling my regulars that I will be away for that week because I need to learn the game. Also, I want to play the game. So what we're going to do that very first week, if you haven't got it that very first week, you can absolutely be sure that for probably about 14 hours a day, I'm going to be sat here learning the game, working things out, figuring out what people are going to need tutorials on, all the usual stuff, making notes. I will be live. I'll be available to talk to. I'll be able to do stuff for you on the screen just to show you how things are working. And then at the end of that first week of streaming, I'll then go back to work. But there will then become, at that point, I'll have an A4 page full of tutorial ideas to be working on. And then we'll start looking at what mods are being uploaded and what assets and what maps are being uploaded. So yeah, it'll be a very, very interesting first week. But that first week I will be here. I will be playing the game solidly with a view to basically learning it so I can, there will be some tutorials going out before the game comes out that you are not going to get anything from. I'll just say it right now, you won't, but there will be people out there who will just be curious and they'll just get rolling. Just get rolling. Hi Flying Man, finally got you streaming. Guess what, Flying Man? Guess what? Oh, you're gonna hate this. But thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. You guys have been very, very good. I've been on here for nearly 3 hours. I'm going to go to bed now, but thank you very much for all of your support. And thank you for Flying Man for turning up. You got here in the end. That's all we can ask for, right? But anyway, I've been BonBonB. You have been very, very welcome. And I will see you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.